Morning.
Morning.
Sarah Rickert, 206 North Monroe Street, New Sharon. I'm here to address Supervisor Steve Wander's use of a racial slur at the March 4th public meeting and the failure of Supervisors Chuck Webb, Mark Grunendijk, and County Auditor Madison Garden to respond to it during the meeting. The phrase Supervisor Wander used is not a neutral rule of expression that someone later deemed offensive. It implies that the work done by black people is improvised, inferior, and substandard. The slur is not incidental to the phrase, it is the point of it. It would be easy to say no harm was done and leave it at that, but it takes integrity to wrestle with the weight of our words and accept responsibility and commit to doing better. Supervisor Wander said this phrase had been habit for years, something that being habitual does not excuse it. It demands sincere consideration of why the habit exists and what steps can be taken to form new ones. The absence of harmful intent does not remove culpability. It suggests the habit was developed in an environment where the impact of such language was never considered because those impacted were never in the room. There is no shortage of alternatives, jury-rigged, makeshift, cobbled together, improvised. The idea that black work is inferior is not only an insult, it is a lie history has disproven at every turn. Lewis Latimer made the light bulb practical. Garrett Morgan invented the traffic signal. Katherine Johnson's mathematics put Americans in orbit. Granville Woods made railroads safe. Otis Boykins' resistor is in the pacemaker keeping hearts beating right now. This is an incomplete list. It could fill volumes. But this is not only about Supervisor Wanders. Supervisors Webb and Grunendijk were in that room. Supervisor Webb has acknowledged he heard the slur and chose not to draw attention to it, choosing the comfort of the room over the dignity of the residents that room is meant to serve. County Auditor Garden was taking the official minutes and said the slur did not register for her. I do not doubt that. But if a word that harmful can be spoken in an official meeting and not register for the person keeping the public record, that tells us something important about the culture of these proceedings. As a county resident, I'm calling on this board to issue a formal public apology that acknowledges not just the word was used, but what that phrase means and why its use is harmful. I'm asking you to acknowledge that the failure of others in that room to respond immediately was also wrong. I'm asking you to establish a clear written standard of conduct for official proceedings, and I ask that this board understand that one saying I did not mean harm and no harm was done are not the same thing. Manhasset County is my home, and I believe we can do better. I offer this not to shame anyone, but because understanding matters. Words carry history, phrases carry meaning, and it is the responsibility of each one of us to understand the weight of these words and phrases. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you.